Hi, pipe smokers. This is Paul the Pipe Guy live from Rochester, New York. And I did a pipe review, and I did mention the honey treatment to basically break in your pipes. And uh, a few of my subscribers have requested that I do a video on that. So um, this is part one of how to honey cure your pipe, and then we'll do part two on how to break it in, because I do let them dry for a day or two. So I want to show you my son's pipe here, and I don't know if you'll be able to see this on the video or not, but we did the honey treatment on this, and he smoked a couple of bowls out of that, but already you can kind of see it a little bit. Already she's building up some cake inside of it, which basically cake is just basically a layer of carbon buildup, and what it does is it protects the inside of the bowl, insulates the pipe so that the pipe doesn't overheat as badly. And what you want to do is you want to build that cake up, that carbon buildup, to about the thickness of a dime, or for my friends across the pond, they use the metric system, about 2 millimeters thick. And that's I mean, I've gotten vintage pipes in that actually had a 1/4 inch buildup in it, which basically is like 10 millimeters buildup, which I don't even know how somebody could even fit tobacco in there. And then I had to ream those out. So there's two different times you're going to want to do this to your pipe. One, if you get a vintage pipe that's been reamed out already by the seller, or you ream it out down to bare wood, you're going to have to break that back in. And when you buy a new pipe, some of the different new pipes do come somewhat pre-broken in. They char the inside or whatever process they use, but you still need to break them in. So there's three things you're going to need for this. You're going to need honey, of course, and I chose Simply Nature Organic Wildflower Honey. You can really use any kind of honey except for raw, unprocessed honey, because that's going to have wax in it. So you'll need honey, you're going to need a couple of Q-tips, and your pipe. Now, if you get your pipe in, let's say you get a brand new pipe and you can't wait to smoke it, that's okay. You know, smoke 2, 3, 4 bowls, whatever you want to smoke out of it. And, you know, then basically you can still do the honey treatment. You just want to make sure that you wipe the bowl out good, you know, with a soft cloth or whatever, just to make sure you get any of the tobacco out of there. The reason I let my pipes set for a couple days is because I want that time for the honey to be able to actually soak into the briar, soak into the wood. And you can break meerschaum pipes in like this too. And also too, I don't want it to be a wet, drippy mess, so I want the honey somewhat on the drier side when I go to smoke it. So minimum of 24 hours. A lot of times I'll let mine sit for 2 days. So we're going to do part one. So basically, I do use this honey other than curing pipes, breaking in pipes. You could call them seasoning. So basically just take your cotton swab and put, you don't want to put so much honey on it that it's going to be dripping down into the draft hole, but about that much. That much is good, just so she's not dripping off too badly. And basically you coat the inside of the bowl. I start at the top, and I'll do a circular motion and then slowly work my way down. The last thing you want is a puddle of honey in the bottom, and then you're plugging up your pipe. So I'll go in a swirling motion at first and then kind of go up and down. And so basically honey is pure sugar. So how this works is when the honey is heated up, and I never double dip into my honey because I use this for other things too, like making sandwiches. But so honey being pure sugar, and this is what makes it so good for your pipe, when it's burned, turns to carbon. So you are going to get a thin layer to protect this bowl. Make sure that you get the bottom real good. And I always like to inspect and look down it. Oh yeah, that's good. I always like to inspect the bowl with a flashlight. Make sure I got everything swabbed up nice, which this one's looking pretty good. I did miss a couple of spots, so I'll readjust. Alright, and you don't want such a thick coat of honey on this where it's just running all over. You put, a medium amount in there, medium to light. And, I like to get it as thick as I can, but without having it like dripping all over the place. So I don't know if you can see that or not, probably not. But that bowl is fully coated. There we go. That bowl's fully coated. So I see a nice shine everywhere inside the bowl. Did miss a couple of spots, so we'll just do that again. Repeat the process somewhat, a little bit here, a little bit more, and there we go. Okay, so I think we have this bowl coated. So I mean, pretty boring to watch, but it's basically how it's done. Yeah, we got a nice coat in there. Nice medium to light coat. Not super, super heavy, but heavy enough where... just heavy enough where it's not going to like run all over the place. Then what I do is I'll take like another little container or whatever that I can prop my pipe in, and I place it bowl upside down. And the reason why I do that, I don't want that honey to run into the bottom of the bowl, fill up my draft hole. That's the last thing I want to do. Because you go to smoke that, you don't want to build up carbon, a lot of carbon build up in that air hole where the smoke goes out of the bowl through the pipe. So we're just going to let that sit for 1 to 2 days, and then we're going to have part 2. I'll be doing that tomorrow. We'll check on this pipe and see how dry it is. And that's basically part 1 of how to honey cure your pipe. I'm Paul the Pipe Guy, live from Rochester, New York. Subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends. If you have any questions at all, I answer every comment. I'm up to 234 subscribers, which I'm pretty happy with. Obviously you want more, but I answer everybody's questions and comments. So if you do have any questions on anything that I did today, let me know. And so we'll be getting back to you with part 2 of honey curing your pipes. I'm Paul the Pipe Guy. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the little bell so you get notifications when I come out with a new video. So again, I'm Paul the Pipe Guy, live from Rochester, New York. Happy pipe smoking, pipe smokers. Over and out. And stay tuned for part 2.